The internet is one of the most important tools of communication which allows people to improve on the quality of life. It influences almost every aspect of human life, from education to business, sports, politics, and governance. However, uncensored information or exposure to explicit content may prove harmful to some individuals, particularly the underaged. The production, distribution, and consumption of child sexual abuse materials, such as photographs and videos on the internet, make children vulnerable to sexual coercion for content and financial gain. But there are also other reasons. I met a 27-year-old graduate of microbiology who shares his boyhood experience in a secondary school.
When I was 12, 13, I was in a hostel. I had friends, classmates that came from home. They came with their phones and we got to watch pornography and the images replaying in my head. And that's when the whole masturbation experience started for me. And it lingered for more than 10 years, you know. And it's really deep inside of me. Like the pleasure was not compared to the torture. Like I was, after the whole short experience, I would hate myself. I would go into low self-esteem. I'd rather just be on my phone than talk to people.
He spoke to his parents about his addiction to pornography.
They were like, oh, okay, how do we come out of it? But on the other hand, they became judgmental. And that made me really go back into my shell. I started having serious migraine headaches after the whole masturbation process, because there would be days that I would masturbate for more than 7 times, 8 times. It was prayers, it was self-determination to see how I stopped, and to the glory of God, I was able to actually stop fully after 10 years.
Parent-child relationship is one that nurtures the physical, emotional, and social development of the child. It lays the foundation for the child's personality, choices, and overall behavior.
Teenagers that are boys are also going through the same thing, though not exactly the same like the girls, but they have their own personal challenges as boys also. So I'm telling parents and adults out there to also focus on the boy child instead of us leaving them alone so they won't go into social vices.
There should be this very close parent-child relationship, I mean as regards the boy-child, because boys most of the time, if not given attention to, they seek advice and all of that stuff from their peers. And you know, their peers are mostly their age grade who, like them, are not exposed enough, are not experienced enough to give them the right kind of advice, and then make a lot of mistakes.
The journey to manhood is fraught with a myriad of challenges which the boy child must confront and overcome despite peer pressure. Now this is manifest in his behavioral pattern at home, among his peers, and in relation with the opposite sex. Ofieteme George, Arise News.